Hello everyone, welcome to Horror Recaps. Join us in this video as today we are going to recap the zombie movie Train to Busan from 2016. In the movie's opening scene, a truck approaches a quarantine zone and is immediately intercepted by personnel who disinfect the vehicle. The driver inquires about the situation, and one of the personnel responds, explaining that there was a minor leak in the biotech district but assures him there shouldn't be any major issues. While attempting to answer his ringing phone, the driver continues on his route and accidentally collides with an object on the road. He exits the truck to investigate, discovering it to be a deer. After confirming that his vehicle remains undamaged, he leaves the animal on the road. To his surprise, the creature suddenly comes back to life. At work, Seok-woo, a skeptical, career-driven divorced father with a daughter named Soo-an, is engaged on a call about stock sales and reads about mysterious fish deaths in a nearby reservoir. He tells his assistant to sell stocks from the troubled company. Later, he engages in a heated phone argument with his ex-wife. In the next scene, the young girl wishes to visit her mother the following day for her birthday, but Seok-woo is reluctant to let her go alone. At home, he discovers his daughter considering a solo train trip to her mother, hanging up when she realizes her father's presence. Seok-woo lovingly asks Soo-an to postpone their trip to Busan for a week due to his heavy workload, but Soo-an candidly expresses her desire to visit her mother for her birthday and insists on going alone to avoid burdening her father. Seok-woo then has a heartfelt conversation with his mother about Soo-an. She advises him to openly and honestly discuss with his wife when they reach Busan. While Seok-woo is initially concerned about work commitments, his mother reminds him of the significance of this time in Soo-an's life. Before they depart, she gives him a camera containing a recording of the recital he had missed. Watching the video, Seok-woo is deeply moved by his daughter's emotional turmoil, ultimately leading him to decide to accompany her on the trip. While driving, Seok-woo talks to Soo-an about the recital, trying to teach her a life lesson. Suddenly, they were about to collide with an ambulance, and as they stopped, they noticed chaos in a nearby court and a distant fire in the car's reflection. At the train station, they find the Busan-bound train getting ready. A baseball coach tells passengers to sit down. A cheerleader's entrance distracts everyone when she begins cheering. Seok-woo and his daughter boarded. As the train departs, a distressed girl rushes in, causing chaos. Soo-an sees a man attacking a station worker, and the girl who entered the train exhibits a bite mark on her leg. Seok-woo alerts an attendant about an unusual man in the bathroom. The distressed man claims no one is alive, but the attendant doesn't understand. She tries to get him out. Meanwhile, the girl with the bite wound traverses the train and eventually collapses, yet her plight goes unnoticed by the other passengers. Soo-an heads to the restroom and encounters Sang-hwa, guarding the door for his wife, Seong-kyung. He advises her to use another restroom in the adjacent car. The attendant discovers the convulsing bitten girl and calls for assistance. Seok-woo awakens to a call informing him of a national crisis and finds his daughter missing. He desperately started searching for Soo-an. Passengers witness nationwide chaos on TV. The attendant attempts to contact her superior. Surprised, the bitten girl transforms into a zombie and launches an attack. Unaware, Soo-an enters a restroom, and the zombie bites another attendant in a different car, creating panic among passengers. The baseball team and their attendant fall victim to the attack, leading to chaos on the train. The head attendant urgently instructs passengers from the adjacent car to run. Meanwhile, Seok-woo searches for his daughter, but is alerted to the commotion in the neighboring car. Soon, he hears the screams too, and as people rush past, Seok-woo sees the chief attendant attacked and turning into a zombie. Soo-an joins her father, and they quickly escape, chased by a horde of zombies throughout the train. Sang-hwa urges his pregnant wife to hurry as he senses trouble. A zombie attacks a woman nearby, and Seong-kyung urges her husband to help, but Sang-hwa becomes a target. Seok-woo rushes to the next car, where Sang-hwa locks a zombie in the bathroom. He tells his wife to run, but more zombies approach. Passengers from other cars watch the horror on TV as people from other cars seek refuge inside. Seok-woo reaches the door, closing it before Seong-kyung can enter. Sang-hwa fights off a zombie, and they enter the car, sealing it before the pursuing zombies can get in. Seong-kyung covers the door to keep the zombies calm. The conductor announces they won't stop at the next town, leading Yeon-suk, a business executive passenger, to question him about the situation. The conductor says it's a directive from the control center. Seok-woo's mother calls, urging him to protect his daughter. The train slows down and people from a station are attacked by zombies outside. A government official announces riots in major cities, urging citizens to remain calm and stay home despite the chaos. The official continues, declaring a state of emergency and advising citizens not to trust false information. Passengers block the train door and move it in the opposite direction. Soo-won informs her father that her mother's phone isn't working, prompting Seok-woo to call. In-gil insists that Jong-gil take a seat, and the girl offers hers to In-gil. Seok-woo scolds the girl for her selflessness. The conductor announces they'll stop at a military-secured station. Seok-woo overhears Yeon-suk and makes a call in the adjacent car, instructing his daughter to remain where she is. Sang-hwa talks to the girl about her father's job and they discuss it disparagingly. Sang-hwa's wife offers her candy and encourages the girl to feel her pregnant belly, sensing a kick. Seok-woo contacts a client for assistance, learning they'll be quarantined upon arrival. He's advised to go to the Eastern Square, and the client promises to inform his men. Seok-woo spots the homeless man in their car. The train arrives at the city with no military in sight. Yeon-suk approaches, revealing that Busan is still open, but the zombie car can't be detached. The conductor suggests getting the passengers back on board. Passengers enter the lonely station. Seok-woo and Soo-won head to the Eastern Square, trailed by the homeless man. Soo-won desires to inform the others, feeling sad that her father doesn't permit her to do so. Passengers descend the escalator, and Seok-woo senses trouble at the station. A man appears at the end of the hallway where Seok-woo and Soo-won are. The homeless man gives chase, and Seok-woo follows, leaving Soo-won behind. At the bottom, they find the military personnel turned into zombies, launching an attack. Sang-hwa takes his wife to safety upstairs, escaping the approaching zombies. Seok-woo gets a call from his client, unable to reach his men. A zombie attacks an officer in the hallway, and the homeless man slips as more zombies consume him. Seok-woo rushes back to Soo-won, who comes perilously close to being attacked but is saved by Sang-hwa. The baseball team waits by the door as Seok-woo and the others join. They seal the door shut, but Seok-woo wrestles with a clinging zombie. The homeless man helps him and dashes for the door. Seeing this, Sang-hwa opens the door a bit for Seok-woo. They push it close together. Meanwhile, Seong-kyung heads for the train but witnesses passengers overwhelmed by the station's crowd. They rush down the stairs as others board the train. The station crowd breaches the windows, falling onto the train. One damaged zombie tumbles over Jong-gil but can't reach her. Seong-kyung and Soo-won lead the other sister away, with zombies chasing. Jong-gil is saved by an attendant and the cheerleader, making it onto the train just in time. The homeless man enters another car with the girl and the pregnant woman before the zombies reach him. Zombies surround the train, and Yeon-suk urges the attendant to leave for survival. The cheerleader worries about friends outside, but the attendant contacts the conductor, who's instructed to depart. Sang-hwa locks the door as the crowd breaks through the glass. Racing to the stairs, two baseball players are attacked by the zombies. The last player hesitates but gets inside with Seok-woo's help. Sang-hwa, wielding a baton and shield, fights off zombies and boards the train. The conductor seeks a path to Busan from the control center. Seong-kyung and the group are trapped between zombie-infested cars. They spot an open restroom, signaling the others to join. A zombie attacks Seong-kyung as they struggle to keep the door closed against more zombies. In another part of the train, passengers block glass doors. The conductor announces they're going directly to Busan. Simultaneously, Seok-woo attempts to contact his daughter and suddenly hears Sang-hwa speaking to her on his phone. She informs him that they are trapped in a restroom in car 13. The baseball player reveals that the rest of the group is in car 15. The men prepare to mount a rescue mission. Sang-hwa, a baseball player, Yongguk, and Seok-woo prepare for a tunnel rescue, but the zombies spot them immediately, and a fierce battle begins. Sang-hwa takes on zombies barehanded with the help of Seok-woo, and they fight as a team. In the next car, they face zombified baseball players. Sang-hwa takes them on, Seok-woo grabs a bat, and they start a battle there. Passing through a tunnel, the zombies act strangely, allowing them to escape. Exiting the tunnel, zombies attack. They hide between cars, using phones as decoys. Once the train enters another tunnel, they enter the car in darkness, where the zombies can't see them. Seok-woo tosses Sang-hwa's phone to the back of the car and calls it, and the zombies are drawn to the sound, enabling them to slip away without engaging in combat. They eventually reach the restroom where the others are waiting, and there is a joyful reunion. The baseball player discovers another restroom, and when they pass through a tunnel, he guides the others inside. Seok-woo has calculated the time until the next tunnel, and Yong-guk texts his girlfriend in car 15. Exiting the restrooms in the tunnel, they crawl through luggage racks to avoid zombies. Seok-woo distracts the zombies, helping the group move to the next car. The homeless man stumbles, causing a commotion, and they get stuck when the train enters another tunnel. They plan to make a run for it, but are delayed when the homeless man steps on a soda can, attracting zombies. They reach the door, but Sang-hwa has to hold it against a zombie stuck in the doorway. Yong-guk tries to reach his girlfriend in the adjacent car, but the door is locked from the other side. Seok-woo helps Sang-hwa while Yong-guk attempts to force open the door. A zombie bites Sang-hwa, and they finally break into the other car. However, Yeon-suk holds the door shut as others try to assist. Inside, Jong-gil and the cheerleader fight off zombies. Sang-hwa tells Seok-woo to take care of Seong-kyung and apologizes before the door shatters, forcing them to leave him behind as he fights the zombies. Others open the door and enter but can't save In-gil in time. Seok-woo grabs his daughter, and Seong-kyung closes the door and confronts Yeon-suk. Yeon-suk insists that Seok-woo is infected, prompting the attendant to direct them to move to the vestibule. Passengers from car 15 demand that they leave. The homeless man goes first, accompanied by the cheerleader and the baseball player. Seong-kyung suggests they leave, and Seok-woo follows. They are sealed inside the vestibule. On the other side, Jong-gil sees her zombified sister and opens the door. Zombies swarm the passengers from car 15. Meanwhile, the conductor tries to contact Busan but gets no response and sees fires in the city. Seok-woo finally talks to his daughter, promising to take her to her mother for her birthday. Seok-woo gets a call from his assistant, learning that Busan has strong defenses and that the virus originated from one of their companies. The train suddenly stops due to a blockade. The conductor announces he'll find another train to take passengers to Busan. Yeon-suk and the attendant manage to survive the zombie attack. The conductor searches for a train but finds it full of zombies. Seok-woo tells the group they must find a way to reach Busan. The conductor finds an empty train and starts it. Yeon-suk and the attendant get trapped in a restroom. He pushes the attendant toward the zombies to escape. Meanwhile, a burning car collides with their train, separating the survivors. The baseball player gets the cheerleader into a train, and Yeon-suk enters, sacrificing her and leaving the player to fight a zombie. He escapes, but the girl starts showing signs of infection and bites the boy. Suan wakes Seok-woo, and they, along with Seong-kyung and the homeless man, get trapped under a train car with zombies. Yeon-suk dashes towards the moving train, leaving the conductor behind. Seok-woo finds a way out, but can't save the others before the gap caves in. Zombies break through, and the homeless man tries to hold them back. Seok-woo reopens the gap, and they escape, leaving the man behind. With zombies chasing them, Suan, Seok-woo, and Seong-kyung run towards the moving train. They climb onto the train, but the zombies cling to it. Seok-woo manages to dislodge them. The trio finds Yeon-suk inside the cabin, now half transformed into a zombie. Yeon-suk opens the door and attacks Seok-woo, infecting him in the process. Seok-woo chains himself to the train and flings Yeon-suk off to save his family. He instructs them on how to stop the train and tells Suan to go to Busan. She doesn't want to let him go, but Seok-woo manages to release himself before he turns into a zombie and exits the cabin, leaving her behind, crying and screaming after him. As he transforms, he remembers the day Suan was born and jumps off the train car. Seong-kyung and Suan leave the train due to a blockade, and they continue on foot through a dark tunnel. On the other side, they encounter the military, with a sniper aiming at them, uncertain if they are infected. An order to shoot them is issued when suddenly Soo-won starts singing her recital song. The soldiers realize that survivors are approaching and decide not to open fire. Here comes the end of this movie. Before you go, we would like to hear from you. Can you envision a survival scenario even more intense than the one depicted in this film? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Remember to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more movie recaps. We will see you in the next one.